How's it going? Beautiful sunny day right here. So perfect opportunity to do a radiator flush on our 2015 two-door Jeep Wrangler. We've done a coolant exchange on our 2000 TJ Maggie before in the past. So we'll be doing it on something a little bit newer this time around. First thing that we're gonna need to do though is go ahead and get rid of any obstructions that we have in our way. So I'm gonna be needing to get, we're gonna be dealing with this right here, but I'm gonna need to get underneath this cold air intake hose right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get that out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and we'll take you underneath. We'll start draining from the petcock, and yeah, let's get started. Underneath now, and we can see the petcock right here. A little bit hard to see. Right there. Right there. We've got a little nozzle here, but I'm not attaching anything to it. So I'm just gonna give it a twist, and we should have some liquid come out.
So we twisted about
All right, while that's draining out down there, we're gonna go ahead and start to work on our area for our thermostat. So we need to, we're to disconnect. I have the whole housing. I have a new housing for this entire piece here. So the housing for the thermostat, we're gonna undo that. And then we're also gonna undo our heater core hoses. So do this one, and then there's one more down there, and that's where we're also gonna flush. All right, so I've already jumped ahead on a few of the steps here. I've already taken out my overflow reservoir that's here. I've washed out the hose, it's just kind of air drying right now. And we still have to remove the thermostat housing. It's gonna be two 10 millimeters, one on top, one on below. So I've got the extended hook up here, and we're gonna go ahead and take this out. We're gonna flush it down a little bit, and then we're going to flush these hoses. I've got my upper and lower both disconnected down here. So these are disconnected. Everything is pretty much disconnected. I've got my lower radiator hose disconnected, and the upper was disconnected, but I just reconnected it. And there we go. Here's our old thermostat in here, and we're just gonna go ahead and replace that. But we have a new one of. Take off that hose, and we should be good to reinstall the new one. So here is our new one. You see, we've got that nice O-ring right there, and here's our old one. And it looks like it has decided to remain in there. So what we need to do, excuse me, is just peel that off. There we go. You literally just take my hand and a screwdriver and take it off. It's kind of crusted on there. We'll just clean it up a little bit. All right, so we've got this new one on, this new thermostat, and we just want it hand tight, really. I'm not over torquing that. We got a few options here from our radiator flush fill kit. I think I'm gonna be using the 3/4 for both of these hoses. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess attach the hose here, the garden hose here, and then our actual hose is gonna be here. There's nothing to stop this side from flowing with water, so I'm just gonna have to put my thumb over it, and then we'll just drain out. And so let's give it a go. So I just did it, and I actually forgot to record. But hose here. I'll just dump it down. Clear water went in here. I put my thumb over the other exit there, and then the rest of the stuff that needed to be flushed out, rest of the coolant that needed to be flushed out, came out of here. Now I could do it the other way as well. However, just kind of difficult for me to get my other this green hose in here. It's a little old, pretty frayed, so I probably won't be doing it through this end, but a lot of the old other coolant came out, and I just waited for it to flush clean and clear, and we have that. So now we're just going to go ahead and reconnect everything. I'm going to put that pretty much right back in its original place. Come on, there we go. Okay, so she's all pretty much put back together. Hoses, everything, pull the air intake back in place. Next, we're just gonna add some coolant. We're gonna add coolant to the radiator, and then we're gonna add it to our reservoir, and we are going to bleed the system, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So we have our vehicle on now, and we have turned our heat on and our fan on, so it's cycling through the heater here. And basically what we're looking for are bubbles coming out of the top of the radiator, and we will just continuously add coolant here and to our reservoir, which will bleed the system. And this takes 9.9 liters. Okay, we've topped off our engine coolant fill level to our max capacity down here, as well as we've got exactly 9.9 liters in this thing right now, including the max fill level. We're waiting to see if any more bubbles or spurts are coming out of here, and I haven't seen any in a while, which is a good indication. Another good check to make sure that you completely bled the system is it's hot. We've got our heat on, and wow, it's like a furnace in here. I've got a lot of hot air, so I think we're good to go. Of course, this was a pretty easy task, I guess. Only took me a couple hours, saved me probably several $100 just by not going to a dealership to get it done. And of course, if anybody, any of my Atlanta friends have any comments or tips, please let me know. I'd love to hear some feedback. But yeah, pretty easy job, and thanks for watching.